37 degrees, Oscar says it is.
Can't wait to see the scenery, and hopefully no more breakdowns today, and we can just crack on and have beers at a sensible time tonight.
Right, we've done 55 kilometres on road, had some dead straight roads, weird scenery. We're now getting to this barren area right at the south of Morocco. I can see some dust up there because I see on my trippy we're going off road in 550 metres. From then on, we are off-road for the next 150 or 160 kilometres, which is going to be marginal for fuel from the... There we go, local farmer. Talking these sheep, monkey looking sheep. Right, we've got to look here, 220 metres to off-road. Yeah, so I'm very grateful for my giant tank. I think I can probably do nudging 500 kilometres on a tank. So... I am not marginal on fuel at all. And, yeah, here we go. So moments like this I think, why didn't I lead this section? But there we are. If you go second, you have to eat dust. And this is it for the next 150 kilometres. Got a crowd. Where do they farm this? Around here, we're hoping on the right track. Yes, we are. Look at the view over there. Look at the drop. If you don't like heights, this is not the place for you. That valley. That's pretty special. They've just busted this road through, haven't they? So arid. Completely different view down here. Hit the valley floor. Well, now we've got these riverbeds, big rocks and sand, and palm trees, designed to rip cameras off helmets. I'm at the front, so I've just got to keep an eye on the trippy, what we're doing. Continues. This is all part of the 150 kilometres of no tarmac, but it's very bizarre because every now and then there's these strips of concrete when you're tempted to go a little bit too quick until Charlie decides to stop. Oh, side stand coming down. Oh, you've lost a bolt. Maybe just look, the foot peg's coming off. That's a pain. Around. There's a house. Oh. There's a viewing platform. I wonder if he should be driving on top of a house. I'm not sure. Maybe it's not a house. Wow, boy. Charlie's got his camera out. Must be good. Oscar, gold. Oscar's knocking about. It was bound to happen. Young lads of today. That's what happens when you get a camera out. Alright, he's going to do another. Boys, who'd have them? Boink. Right, I'm going to have a little snack. We're at 1800 metres, right on the top. It's hardly a track, you can sort of make it out. The visor down. Sometimes it just turns to proper rock. Where is the track? Up there, I think. 80 kilometres, my goodness me. Oh, bugger. That's what happens, you hit a rock and it all goes wrong. Cool, foot came off then. They were big, that's what that rock was there for. That was a tricky section. Not going on so well, it's bike down there and John's trippies snapped off, which when you look at this terrain is not surprising. Oh, bloody hell. Find a way through there. And I'll go here. Go trial riding, I think. There's a big hole. Well done, that man. No style points for me. I ain't going to do that. You're not going to get over there, Lance.
Oh, is it stuck in the rock? Sorry.
Yeah, bloody great rock. Try that. Deary me. Should we go through? Charlie senses a camera moment. Look at that. More drops. The French guy on the BMW hates heights, so he won't like what's just about to appear on the other side. Must be something really good that I don't know. The top of this road. Oh, front wants to wash out. It's very gravelly and downhill. Were warned about this, so I'm going to use lots of engine braking. There's Charlie. What's happening here? We're going along a dry riverbed. I think we're all right, are we? No, stopping for photography, I think. Hiya. over here? I think I do. When in doubt, paddle. Very inelegant Metcalf, no points for style. Are we right? There's a big hole. Oh, that's not good. Get my breath back. Not the best things to do. 3-point turns with. Route this is. Yeah, we weren't going to get over there. Charlie leading us out. What's Oski? He's stopping. It's like going in sand again. Goodness sake. I can see the out, but Charlie's found the out. Trying to find you way out. Here we go. God dear me. Just kind of trippy saying bad river crossing, which is here. Their guys are down there. Very experienced guy's gone that way. Charlie is going to go straight for the track. He's just going to go straight for it up the cliff, is he? Didn't look that great, but big rock. Thank you. I went too far to the left. First gear for a bit of sand. Yeah, I messed up. Went off course after the cliff. Dear me. I think it's some tired legs. Endless river crossings. Try a different gear. Don't hit that boulder. Follow Charlie, pretend it's just normal. Couple of big dabs. Oh, he stored it, hasn't he? Climbing well away from the river now, and I'm promised a plateau at 700 metre distance. That must be where Charlie is now. bike is a mountain goat. It really is. Ha! Is that a fossil, man? Where's Charlie? There he is. Charlie spotted a photo opportunity, I think. Don't blame him. I might do the same. This might be the thumbnail. Wowee. I can't say that was easy. There's the riverbed. Wow.
So Dad's out.
Is he?
He's just had enough.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the right thing. He fell off.
Right.
He said, Dad, you've done that. So that was that. They're picking him up in the truck. Yeah.
Right.
He's in the medical truck now, bringing him. They're leaving the bike. The bike's been picked up.
Right.
We're back together. Keep moving. Well, lost with those riverbeds. Well,
They were.
bit of a lobster, isn't it?
Tough day, wasn't it?
I was just about to say, to say that. Yeah, but
Yeah.
that was busy and hard and lots of it. It didn't
Never
really
stop.
stop.
Never stop. And we've done it before. So for
Yeah.
us to say it's a hard day, I find it's just the endurance. You think you're doing one river crossing, but no, you end up doing 5 or 6.
Yeah,
don't you?
you go do it and then you finish it and then you go, oh, that was good, and then you find another one.
Yeah, I got
and
away
then-
with that. And then, oh, let's put
I
another
wonder
one
how
in.
many more they could put in a route, but no,
Yeah.
did it. Climbed up some hills, saw some views.
Yeah,
It's tough on the bike.
very tough. Yeah, one of our team cried enough. I don't blame him at all. It's good. The support's good, so he can just get in and say, I'll do tomorrow. And that's good, actually.
I've got my bike over in the workshop.
Yeah.
Had a lot of oil.
Yeah, yours is a bit of a oil well underneath, isn't it? Lose a little. It's
got it all over my
Oh, is that your oil there?
me.
Yeah, it was going well though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Going really well.
Good bike. No, I've got a steering damper on it.
Steering
Well, I
Yeah.
rode yours for 5 minutes or
Yeah.
less than, and went, God, I don't know if I can ride this.
Can't do that. Yeah, no, this is where it's at. This is where it is. Well, I've had to do a little bit of souvenirs. I am very pleased to say I have not put any oil in it. There was another instruction from David Lambert, part of doing the rebuild. Check it every day. So I have
But
checked it every
don't
day.
fill it.
Oh no, it hasn't used any.
Oh, fine.
That's why I'm not putting any in. Yeah. I ought to look at the air filter. Do you know how to do this?
I don't have a Yamaha.
You don't know what you should have, Charlie. I know it hides in here. Oh, there's a bit of dust around, isn't there? I'm not surprised. I suppose I ought to blow that out. It's what everybody else is doing. It's like letting your tyres down at track days and stuff, looking around. This is what you do after a stage at Sandraiders. So yeah, I'm going to take that out and see what it looks like. God, that's a sticky mess. Look at that. That is really sticky. Oscar, you know about this stuff. There's my air cleaner. It's ridiculously sticky. I can't blow that out. What do I do? Just put it back on?
There's petrol in the tub.
So I ought to wash that out.
Petrol it out and then re-spray it all over.
Is that a dirty air cleaner?
It's done 2 days.
It's done 2 days.
I would clean it.
Yeah.
We had new ones this morning.
Right. I've got. Well, morning to day 3 of Sandraiders. It is 6:20 in the morning. We've all been sleeping in these tents here, and this is sort of where we assemble. We have dinner last night and about to have breakfast. Organisers have deemed a really early start. We've got to be away from here at 7 because it is so hot this year, and today we head into some of the more sandy, deserty looking areas, and there were issues yesterday with dehydration, people just having to stop
and they're a bit worried how it's going to go today. There's another 250 kilometre stage. I sort of know this area, and it's the big, vast, like Bonneville salt flats you hit. I'd never experienced an area like it when we rode across it, so it's going to be quite quick. And then it gets sandier as we head east to where we're tonight. The only trouble with this camp last night, there are no plugs. So nothing, you can't charge the trippies up, you can't charge your phone up. So only power is actually in there. So littered all around there is everybody's trippies, phones, etc. Anything you want to charge up. It also means I haven't been able to charge my cameras overnight. So I'm going to capture as much as I can. But it's, we'll see how the day goes. At the moment I just need a coffee, wake up and just watch the dawn rise, see what sort of day ahead it is. We've just had the briefing and they're emphasising how tough today's stage is. So they split us into two groups, as a road group and on-piste group. I'm in the on-piste group and this is the queue now to get out. It's okay, it's this big open space, but then we've got about 30 kilometres of sand, and it's a different sort of sand. It's fesh, big, and if you've not been in it, it can be a bit of a struggle for guys. But I'm hoping that my lighter bike, this bike is around 30 kilos lighter than last year. Charlie's going to be coming along with us as well. We've both got lighter bikes, and light is good in sand, so we're sort of looking forward to it with a lot of trepidation, because they've given us a proper lecture to take care. There were too many exhausted people yesterday and I don't want to repeat. So now it's the big queue to get out. We're filling up. If you look over there, that's the refill in the desert. So that truck comes along like a Bowser and we have to pay cash. And it's Johan's fault. Hello, Johan.
Hello.
Yeah, looking forward to doing the course today.
Today, the most stronger, physically stronger stage.
Oh,
okay?
we're real men if we finish this stage.
We go to the sand.
We go to the sand, and that's what Sandraiders is all about.
Yes.
Yeah, good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Yeah, see you tonight. So, anyway, I'm going to get kitted up, helmet on, and fuel up, and then we'll head out.
Just in the middle of nowhere, there was an army bloke, barrier up, didn't have a camera on, but suddenly it was rocky, and then we had this sand, which is what today is going to be like. Miles of this, and you've just got to look out for the big stones, which you might miss in the dust. Just imagine the Dakar racers doing crazy speed. This is where they made the time. That's why we got the big bikes, because they were flat out at 200 clicks along here. There he is. There's Charlie. Pretty close on performance. This is a sort of nature reserve, this lake, but I think it's quite windy today. I don't know if you can still hear me. The dunes are just coming across, it's just blowing sand across, and this is just loose. I'm letting the front wheel do whatever it wants. It sort of wiggles every now and then. We're not really gripping on terra firma. Every now and then it's really crusty and lumpy. demonstrating how it's like skiing. It's very cool. Very cool. And then suddenly you get a jump. Do we have a jump? No, I'm not sure. Yes, we do. So weird. Think it's going to be. This is the lunch stop. Boys, get going. Oscar's is a 400. It's a bit easier to kick than Charlie's. There we go. 1, Charlie. 2. Alright, that's our cue. And we head off into who knows where. Right. Another fuel stop, Moroccan style, out in the desert. We had lunch here last year. We've just come through 20 kilometres sand, as this French gentleman will tell you on his Africa twin, Charlie. He's not. Oh, yeah, he's not well, but it's exhausting sand. You just have to keep going, and you have to keep the throttle open. You just go, and it's like a speedboat sort of planing through the sea. So anyway, Charlie and I are airing 20 litres. Cool way of herding your camels. Yeah, still on a motorbike, mate. Don't need a sheepdog. That's the way. Right, just had lunch. After fuel, there's 2 bikes right up there I can see. Oscar in lead, that's Charlie. There was. And 74 to the hotel. Completely different area. Camels and donkeys. Yeah, it's useful being a camel if you want to eat a tree. Yeah, no, I'm not moving, mate. Go round. Hello. That's Charlie, yeah. Sand is gone, rocks are back.
Yeah.
Is that your front brake?
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
That's my disc.
The disc is gone?
Yeah.
Well, the disc is... Oh, I see. Crikey. Oh. That. Oh, flip. Well, we've bolted the wheel, well, bolted the disc back on and the caliper, but the caliper is broken, so Charlie hasn't really got a front brake. He could touch it and probably stop in an emergency, but he's going to try and not use it at all the way home, which actually when you're off-road is not too bad. Trying to make out there's a route over there, let's see. Looks like he's right, there it is. This is a maze. It's weird sand, the way it just appears on concrete like this. There you go. We've been charging along here for some time. I can't read it, 220 kilometres or something. Probably 20 of those on tarmac. And I can't tell you how welcome a sight a tarmac road is after that. But I mean, what scenery, those big open spaces and flat out, and just reliving those crazy Dakar years of the 80s and 90s when they charged across the desert. But look at this, a road, tarmac, oh, look at it, straight, not a bumped a stone to be seen. Oh, fantastic. Well, morning. This is day 4 of Sandraiders, and this is the rest day. So we're at a hotel here, Riyadh, swimming pool, hanging out. There was the opportunity to do a loop today. Can't remember exactly what length it was.
130.
130 was it? And you thought you were going into the dunes.
Yeah, Oscar and I got suited and booted, and then told that there's no dunes.
No,
which is why we
you're
got
on-
suited and booted.
Yeah, you're on tracks looking at dunes,
Yeah.
but not actually going into dunes.
We're
So
on the tracks that are just incredibly harsh on the bikes, and we thought, you know what, we'll save it.
we're not doing that.
No, save them being rattled to pieces.
I have to say I'm quite grateful of a sort of rest day after yesterday, because that sand went on, and in the track here, and it is so hot, and there were some incidents in the sand, wasn't there? Yeah, we left that sort of drinks and sort of, you know, on that crazy area of bloody wind going. We headed out knowing there was going to be sand, and you always got to use all this power, etc., and we wanted to get through it as quick as we can. And I suddenly noticed John wasn't behind me on that bike. John is holding the camera at the moment, and there was a little jump, a nothing, like a giant speed bump, and there was a photographer there, and I thought, oh, this is, yeah, be careful here. Went over, nothing. And then I noticed John wasn't in my mirror anymore, and John had a nothing accident, as you often do on these trails. And yeah, he came off, but what was a bit shocking was then a buggy was following him, and he went end over end, very close to where John was. And John rode on, but thought his arm was a bit achy. And then we got to the hotel last night, and it wasn't looking very good at all, his arm, and they nipped off the Zagora hospital, got an x-ray, and it wasn't broken, but it looks pretty damn bruised, I have to say. So he's very grateful of rest day as well. But we carried on, and we got through, didn't we? And then I suddenly saw something hanging off your bike. I just couldn't work out what was hanging down, yeah. And then we stopped. Yeah.
And my whole front assembly fell apart.
Yeah.
My caliper was hanging. It's my disc had rattled
just
off.
come
There
off the
wasn't any
wheel.
Loctite in those bolts holding the disc onto the hub. And then I took my stone protector off, and suddenly caliper was just hanging there. And it was a bit of a, that shouldn't be like that sort of moment. And I pressed assistant sort of straight away, because I thought, God, I'm never going to get this. This looks buggered, really.
Yeah.
And ended up Oscar sort of saved the day again. Another one of his fixes.
Yes.
Where we managed to get it attached. I had a few bolts in my bag. Oscar had 1 or 2 in his. We got the disc back on and managed to get the caliper back on. Noticed that I was missing on one of the brake pads, half had just disappeared.
It didn't look healthy. No.
My whole brake caliper is not long for this world, really. I think that's one of the things that needs to be addressed when I get back. But we got it going. And well, the riding we're doing, we don't really need front brakes.
Where you're young, fearless. Front brakes are overrated, aren't they? Really, just use a bit of engine braking.
Engine braking when you're in sand, you sort of don't need. You're digging in enough anyway if you come off the power. So front brakes are sort of a luxury.
They've bolted the engine back in as well, which is another thing.
Another one. I had a nut on my engine mount.
Yeah,
that was falling off. Well, it had fallen off.
It's not leaking as much oil now as well, Charlie, is it really?
No, since they snugged everything back up again, I'm not sort of leaking oil like I was, which is a really nice sign.
Yeah, it's going well.
Yeah.
Mine has just pressed a button, works, really quite enjoying it. Bottoming out on the suspension, I think it could be a little bit firmer. What I'm struggling with is actually the tiny foot pegs, and it just hurts the feet being up there, and I've actually damaged my right boot. I went through a big yump and foot came off the peg, and when I looked at my boot, there's a sort of half the sole is missing, so I've got to now be on the ball of my feet or something on the pegs. And the only other thing, I've lost one bolt in that exhaust. It came loose, we tightened it up and it dropped out, but that's it really. Yesterday, we're not sure exactly how many, but say 20% of the field decided I'm not doing it. They were so tough the first 2 stages, they thought, no, we know this is a tough stage, we know we're going through sand, so they just came straight to the hotel, did a road route and got here. So the rest day is very welcome. There are some hardcore types gone out on the loop, but we're just going to hang out here. I'm going to do a little bit of prep on the bike, oil the chain, that sort of thing, suck in the rays. It's hot again, well up into the 30s, mid 30s. So rest day very welcome, and then more of it tomorrow.